Pretty much my sponsor, Innova, is gonna cover the bill today.
Really?
Yeah, so the bill is completely free. You don't owe me anything, and yeah.
Damn. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm a single mom right now, and it's just my birthday. It's been really crazy. I'm really like struggling right now. Like this is so.
Go,
Thank you
you
so
don't.
much.
Yeah, no worries.
Shit.
Okay, so today we're back with another free car repair. You guys are familiar with the series. You already know what's going on. But for the new people that haven't watched the series yet, the sponsor of this video, Innova, is going to be giving us the opportunity to get one of my customers, and we're going to repair their car completely free. The customer is not aware of this at all. They're expecting to pay parts and labor and whatever the total comes out to be. But at the end of the video, we surprise them with a completely free car repair. Today's vehicle is going to be a 2006 Volvo S60. The vehicle has a check engine light, and she had to tow in the vehicle because it suddenly just stopped on her and didn't really want to accelerate any forward anymore. When she got here to the shop, the car started up fine and it drove relatively fine, not too fine. We'll see why in a minute. Before we get into the free car repair, I do want to make a quick announcement. I was able to obtain media pass for LS Fest this year. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I got a media pass for LS Fest. I'm going to be out there in Las Vegas covering the whole event. We're going to see how that video goes out. Hopefully it's going to be fun. But nonetheless, we got to start working on this vehicle because even though we're recording a video, we still have other customers that we have to attend to. So let's knock this one out first. So yeah, for this vehicle, this isn't the first time that I have an interaction with this customer. She actually brought me this Volvo a separate time. I want to say about a couple of months ago. But as soon as I get into the vehicle, I can already feel it with a heavy misfire. But let's scan these codes and see what's going on exactly. Okay, we're going to go ahead and hook up our Innova 5610 to the OBD2 port. We're going to scan it, see what codes we got, and go from there. We have a P0302 for a cylinder 2 misfire. We also have a P0301. So we're going to use an old school method to really determine which cylinder is misfiring. So let me show you how to do that. Here's our inline 5-cylinder 2.4 engine. Yes, this one does have 5 cylinders, not like a typical engine that has 4. But we're going to be using an old school method. Well, I don't know how old school it is, but it's one method that we can determine whether cylinder 1 and 2 are misfiring or if it's just one of them, right? It's pretty simple. All we're going to go ahead and do is unplug one of the ignition coils. And boom. So as you can see right there, the engine started running a lot rougher than before. Since it's running a lot rougher than before, we know that this cylinder isn't our issue. We know that this ignition coil is working properly. Once we plug it back in, the engine runs better, but not perfect. So now we're going to do the same thing to cylinder 2. And boom. We unplugged the ignition coil for cylinder number 2, and now there's no change to the vehicle at all. Wow, she needs a motor mount bad. We are definitely going to change that motor mount out. Now that we determined that cylinder 2 is our point of failure, what we're going to go ahead and do is first we're going to swap the ignition coils from 2 to 1, and if the misfire follows, then we know that that's the ignition coil. But if it doesn't, then we're going to have to look into other aspects. So this is cylinder 1 right here. 1. Okay, so now this is cylinder 2. What we're going to do is pop this into cylinder 1 and vice versa. 1 is going to go into 2. If the misfire follows, then we know that the ignition coil is at fault. I know for a fact this vehicle doesn't need a tune-up or anything like that because we did a tune-up on it last time that she was here at the shop. But that was about like a couple months ago, about 5 months ago. Now that I unplugged it, we see the engine shaking a lot more than before. On cylinder 1, we have the ignition coil from cylinder 2. And now that I unplugged it and the engine's running a lot rougher, we know that this ignition coil is good. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap these fuel injectors since these are relatively easy to take off. All right, we also gotta take off this fuel line right here, which I imagine is, push back. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and take this one off. Boom. Okay. Super simple stuff right here, guys. This is our cylinder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is right here. What we're gonna go ahead and do is the exact same test that we did on the ignition coil. We're gonna be swapping 2 to 1 and then 1 to 2. The way we're gonna confirm that this fuel injector is no good is we're gonna unplug the ignition coil for cylinder 1. Don't mind the mess. I know it's a little bit messy right now, but the way that we're going to confirm this is once we remove the fuel injector from number 2 and move it to number 1, we're going to unplug the ignition coil on number 1. And if the engine starts shaking a whole bunch, we've shown you before, then that's pretty much our confirmation that the fuel injector is no good on this vehicle. then we'll give a call to the customer and let her know. She also needs a motor mount. We're gonna let her know about that because that motor mount is that is not even existent anymore. It's pretty simple. They usually have a clip on the actual fuel injectors. You take out the clip and then one by one you can take them out. On this Volvo, it's a little bit different. It actually has like a little rail holding it into place right here. So we gotta take off these 3 Torx screws and we should be able to pop one, switch it with 2. Things are tough. Okay, this is 1. This is 2. Okay, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. So anytime that you're doing fuel injectors and you have something that has a seal like this, it could be fuel injectors, and honestly I'm blanking and can't tell you exactly what everything else has seals like this, but you always want to grease them up. The reason you want to grease them up is if you don't grease them, when you're putting it in to wherever it has to go, the little gasket right here will get pinched, and then boom, now you got to replace the gasket, and now you're leaking fuel, etc, etc. What I like to use to grease up my O-rings, or whenever I'm putting on like a coolant hose, X, Y, and Z, I always use super white lithium grease. This is what works best for me. Everybody has a preference, but so now go back over here and we just pop these bad boys back in like that. Just literally push it in, boom, beautiful. Now we gotta put this bad boy back on. Peep the, if you guys see the tattoo on my hand, if you guys see this tattoo on my hand, I do have a video about it. If you guys want to check out that video, look at it right here. Check the video out right here. That's the video that where I actually get this tattooed for the first time. We have this rig tighten. We moved the fuel injectors. So now let's put it back onto the vehicle. Okay, but before we go ahead and put it on back onto the vehicle, gotta make sure we grease all of these up. Oop, that's a little too much. Real mechanic don't use gloves. Nah, I'm playing. I just ran out of gloves for real. I'll press this back into this vehicle like so. Our connectors. This one goes right here. Okay, in theory, once we unplug cylinder 1, the car should stay the same. It shouldn't start shaking. And once we unplug cylinder 2, then the vehicle is gonna start shaking. That's gonna be our indication that fuel injector that is on cylinder 1 is no good. So let's see what happens. Okay, so we don't really have a change there. And as soon as we pull this one out, yeah, vehicle's starting to run a lot rougher than before. So that's our confirmation that cylinder 1 fuel injector is no good. So let's go ahead and order one and let the customer know. We're also gonna go ahead and change out that motor mount because the motor mount is god awful. As you guys can see right there, that motor mount is just gone. It's not even there really anymore. It's not even holding onto the engine anymore. So we're definitely gonna go ahead and advise the customer that she should replace it. Even if she doesn't approve for the motor mount, we're still gonna do it. It's a safety hazard, and one, it could just like ruin her suspension. It could break a couple of sensors, and in the long run, it's gonna cost her more money if she doesn't fix it now. So we're just gonna go ahead and change it out even if she doesn't approve it. She's definitely gonna want the fuel injectors though, so let's take these off real quick. Ah, crap. Looks like we ordered the wrong part by accident. It is not the right fuel injector, so we gotta return this. A little bit of grease. We got our brand new fuel injector from cylinder 1. Now it's time to go ahead and put this back onto the vehicle. Bit of a change of scenery. Reason being is because Jacob needed the lift for a car, and honestly, I don't need a lift for this vehicle. So we just went ahead and moved it outside real quick. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there we go. Now we shouldn't have any misfires at all. Let's go ahead and turn this bad boy on. So as you guys can see right here, we no longer have a misfire. The reason it shakes a little bit, I mean, we don't have a motor mount. So we're gonna go ahead and get her that motor mount on there. But yeah, as for the check engine light and as the engine running, the engine seems to be running a lot better than before. Let's get a piece of wood. Let's go ahead and put this piece of wood here. Oopa. Look at that. That's broken, all right. So this is our old motor mount, non-existent at all. This thing is complete trash. It's not even holding onto the engine anymore. Here's our brand new one. As you can see, nice and all together, not like the other one. This one actually has something to hold and not just a hold. So let's put this back on. Yeah. Nice, perfect fit. Went ahead and put the new fuel injector. We also got the brand new motor mount on there because, as you guys can see, the other one was absolutely horrible. Like, that thing didn't work at all. It was garbage. We just went ahead and did it for the customer. Main reasons: one, is a safety hazard. Two, could end up breaking some more stuff on her vehicle, and then it'll be more money. In all honesty, she's not gonna keep this vehicle forever. She's only gonna have this vehicle for another 2 to 3 months max, and then she's gonna get another vehicle. I just wanted to prevent from her having to invest any more money into this vehicle. That'll take money away from her brand new vehicle that she's gonna be getting. We got rid of the Misfire. We're gonna go ahead and clear the check engine light with the Innova 5610. Once we cleared it, we're gonna go ahead and go on a test drive. And once we're done with all of that, we call the customer and tell her to come pick it up. And lastly, surprise her with a completely free car repair. Scooby, where the hell you been at? Where the hell you go? Your badass. Get your ass in the office. Cool. Okay, so we got the P0302 that we already had before. So let's go ahead and erase this. Boom. Okay. So now that we successfully, now that we got rid of the check engine light, now it's time to test drive this. I do about 10 miles on my test drive. Now it's time to test drive this. I do about 10 miles on my test drive. Let's go ahead and test drive this. Hey, what's up, Jocelyn? Yeah, so the Volvo is all good to go. Last time I seen you, we did the spark plug ignition coil. Pretty much we had the same issue, but for a different reason. Okay. The reason this time that you had the misfire again was not due to the ignition coil, but this time a fuel injector went out. Okay, so I originally quoted you about like 380 parts and labor for the fuel injector. But I also noticed that your motor mount is completely gone. I already mentioned it to you beforehand. I would have brought the balance up to like 600 bucks. So I just went ahead and replaced it. The reason being is because I make YouTube videos, and for this video I have a sponsor. Pretty much my sponsor, Innova, is gonna cover the bill today.
Really?
Yeah, so the bill is completely free. You don't owe me anything, and yeah.
Damn. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm a single mom right now, and it's just my birthday has been really crazy. I'm really like struggling right now. Like, this is so...
Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, I remember you mentioning last time that like you just had a kid not that long ago. Yeah, no, so I was like, you know, this would be like perfect opportunity. I also have a gift for you. This is the Innova 5610. This is a scanner that I use to diagnose your vehicle. And the sponsor of this video wants me to give it to you, and this is pretty much yours. And you're pretty much all good to go. Let me just get you the key. Oh, one more thing. Let me get your email. Yeah, for the invoice. Give me 1 second. All right, what's your email? Yeah, you're all good to go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. Alright, have a good day.
You too.
So, thank you guys if you made it this far into the video. A little bit of a change of scenery again. One, apologies, I don't have my mic. I have no idea where I left it. I generally don't know where it's at, but we went ahead and repaired the Volvo S60, had a misfire, fixed the fuel injector, fixed the motor mount. Really simple fix. Super not complex. Yeah, Jocelyn was super happy about it. She just had a kid not that long ago. Once again, thank you to the sponsor of the video, Innova. I am exhausted. Today was a very long day. We had a lot of cars. I'm super tired, so I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go take a nap. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, Once again, thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.